What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pleeka. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And today we're talking about The Flash, Season 5, Episode 7, Come All Ye Thankful. What do you think about this week's episode?
Yeah, I liked it.
I liked it.
I didn't think it was anything special. But
It wasn't special, but I think it's just because we're all waiting for that 100th episode.
yeah, I totally thought it was tonight.
Yeah, no, I could tell I hurt your feelings when I told you, no, it's next week. You sat down to eat, and you're like, oh, fuck, it's next week? Which probably put a little dampener on this.
I did like the stuff with Cicada. I liked seeing...
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
I wrote that down. I wrote that down to talk about later, but we can talk about it right at the top.
Okay.
I didn't like that.
Oh, really?
I liked the very end of it when you actually get to see him and you get to think of him, but I thought for the most part it was pretty stupid.
Well, they had to show that he was like a nice guy, and,
Yeah.
then, and
See,
he
and
changed his life for her. That's why he's pissed off at all the battles.
Yeah, and last week we talked about that, and I wanted these flashbacks.
Yeah, I remember.
And then we got him, and I just thought it was kind of like, I thought he's been cool this whole time, and then in it, I thought he was like, it was just not that good.
I don't know. It was backstory. You know, he gets her. He didn't want her. Then he changes his life for her, and then she calls him family. And as soon as she calls him, oh, I have a family, then she goes and...
Yeah, they get hit by the satellite.
Although I do question his motivation.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I didn't like about it either, is because, like...
He wants to kill...
It's a new Cicada, so they're kind of making up their story as they go for this one.
I'm just going to kill all the metas.
And, yeah, so she's hurt because of, not really metas, because of the last year's villain.
Which is a thinker who made metas and then took their body...
Yeah.
And put them into his... And so he should be mad at the thinker.
Well, yeah, and I think like it is weird because like I thought they'd put more thought in this, especially for how they're dragging it out and then they're doing flashbacks. So like he's watching the TV and he's like, "Oh, Flash, fuck! There's one robbing a bank. Let's kill them all." Like that's what I was like. Okay, that's a bit extreme.
Well, to me, so that doctor put that thought in his head, and that doctor keeps telling him what to do.
Yeah.
I wonder if the doctor's gonna end up being
The doctor's Reverse Flash. Because everybody has some kind of theory how he's gonna come back.
That would be hilarious, actually.
That would be no one would see that coming except for me because I just called it. If that's the case.
Well, it does seem like the doctor kind of is his boss, sort of.
A little bit. Only person.
Don't come here.
Yeah.
Although he didn't listen.
It's true. He listens to her until it comes to that.
Yeah.
Which ultimately got him caught.
And I don't know. She reminds me of the vice principal from Vice Principals.
Oh, I didn't watch that enough, so I don't know. Is that didn't they kill that girl, or did they kill the principal?
I don't think they killed her.
I thought they did. So I wrote the episode starts out with Barry going to visit Cicada's daughter, and the nurse lies to him and says, "Well, I guess technically doesn't lie, but kind of."
And she's not a nurse.
Isn't she a nurse?
I think she's the doctor.
Oh, I thought she was a nurse. She lies and says that Cicada's daughter's parents are dead, because technically he's considered the parent, and then falsifies some paperwork and gives it to Barry. So then he's like, "Oh, okay, I guess this girl's dad isn't Cicada."
Like, I'm not a detective. I'm not gonna look into this.
Yeah, the whole thing was weird. You see him on the other side of the door. So that part is a little weird, but it was interesting. I thought like starting out that way, they were like, "Oh, they're right on his tail," and then they kind of got.
He's
away
like,
from
yeah.
That. So then pretty much almost next scene, they're doing some shit, and someone's going down on this rooftop. Barry and Nora go up there. He's got to grab the core. Lightning's coming out of the sky, and Barry dies. And then XS brings him back to life.
Yeah, I mean, no one thought Barry was gonna die, but they did.
I did. I thought the show's gonna be called XS now.
They did drag it out about as far as you could, which is it was fine. Like,
no, it was
whatever.
actually a cool scene. Him running slow towards the thing as the lightning coming at him. That was really cool.
And I liked, like Nora was upset. Iris was crying. I mean, it was believable.
Yeah, I mean, it was realistic
believable
for that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like that. So I'm a little sick of. I mean, I feel like they're gonna fix that next episode because it's the 100th episode and it's supposed to be the big reveal of a bunch of shit. But of her crying about Iris being mean to her or her dad dying and all that, which I get would be a big thing, but in a TV show, it's kind of annoying to hear every week.
No, yeah, it's.
I mean,
they don't make her very likable. It's like she's complaining about everything.
They do every once in a while, and then next scene she's complaining about stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping this reveal for her is really cool because she's going to be in the show the rest of the season. So I'm hoping everything else will be really good, and we'll get less of that because the stuff besides that I really do like about her. But then every once in a while when she starts complaining about that, it just gets old. How do you like Weather Witch?
I thought she was kind of cool, actually.
I did like her too. I knew they were gonna do her this season. I didn't think it was this episode. So when that stuff started happening, they're like, "How would that? Oh my God, Weather Wizard!" And they go to visit him, and I was like, "Oh fuck, this is one with his daughter."
Yeah, like her her shit was cool. Like but she didn't. I mean, we saw her kill her dad, but it wasn't really him.
That was funny too. When like you think the whole time she wants to break her dad out of prison, like they're gonna go be weather wizard and weather witch together.
Yeah.
And then she drops a Hummer on the hologram Iris there.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. Like she's like, "Hey, he's a deadbeat. He's a dick."
Yeah.
So
which I like that scene. You made me not like it though because you're like, oh, like they're gonna get Ralph to do that. And I was like, oh, they should have had it be Ralph.
Well, that's what I thought they would do.
And then he just wasn't in the whole episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I missed. They mentioned why he's not there.
I think he went home for Thanksgiving.
Him and Joe had their own Thanksgiving. Him, Joe, and Cecile.
Yeah.
But yeah, that scene would have been so much cooler if it was Ralph playing, because they could have even played out with him like being smushed.
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
Shit. And then it was just Iris, and I was like, that's still cool, but I like the Ralph one better.
Yeah, sorry. I just thought it was gonna be him.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this is how they're gonna put him in the episode.
Yeah, it would make sense. We were talking about the Cicada flashbacks. Team Flash found out who Cicada was. At the end, he goes with his daughter again because it's Thanksgiving. And
good job, Barry. Way to follow up on things.
Yeah, which I mean, he didn't even do it. It was fucking.
No,
yeah,
I was kidding.
It was Cisco and Sherlock that found it, and they're like, "Oh my God, he's Cicada."
Yeah.
So that leads into the next 100th episode, where they kind of know who he is. They're going to travel through time, trying to stop Cicada.
So yeah, I heard Wells, or whatever the fuck his French name is,
Sherlock Wells.
Yeah.
Back to the past to defeat Cicada in the future.
Yeah. So then the people we're going to see in this episode too, we're going to see Zoom, we're going to see Savitar, we're going to see Wells, OG Wells.
I didn't realize, like, they showed Zoom. I thought I thought he'd have a mask on the whole time because I didn't think they'd get the same actor.
I'm wondering if the scenes with him without the mask are going to be old ones or not. I don't know. A lot of this was shot indoors, so no one really knows who's exactly in it.
It didn't look like something old to me when they just showed him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was too much for me to pay attention to all that, so I really hope they do. I know the voice actor's back for sure. He's the one that spoiled that.
We should do a video where we break down the trailer.
A lot of people do.
I know.
It's
everything's out of context. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, a lot of the time they're wrong.
Yeah.
But Kid Flash is supposed to be back. I'm not sure if Jesse Quick's back, and I would assume Jay Garrick's not going to come back because he's in the 100th episode. So I think he just came back for the 100th, or not the 100th, the crossover. I mean.
Oh.
So I don't think he's in it, but it was a lot of it was shot indoors, like I said, so no one really knows.
Good. I don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't know a lot about it.
I hate like a week before they go, oh, we saw this person on set.
But so my question to you is: there's been this theory going on, which as the episodes go on, there hasn't been a lot of hints to it, about anything. But there's a big reveal in this episode supposed to be that's gonna change the rest of the season. It's gonna be a story arc and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And Reverse Flash is in this episode because they talked to Wells. Do you think Reverse Flash is going to be part of the thing, or do you think it's going to be something completely different?
I think it'll be Reverse Flash, just because that's where everyone's leaning.
It makes a lot of sense.
I hope it's not. I kind of hope. I mean,
part of the theory is that it's Cicada in the future, which I don't know if I would like that one as much.
Cicada in the future?
Yeah, like they never stop him, and then it's him in the future doing like that's because no one knows exactly what the reveal is anyway. So the reveal could be, who knows.
I'm kind of okay either way. If it's not Reverse Flash, then like I'm glad that no one's kind of figured it out yet.
Yeah.
But if it is Reverse Flash, then
it's cool.
I'm okay with it because it will be cool.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he's in the trailer gives me hopes that is the case.
Well, I mean,
I like it too because they're in like that room and he's like,
Things just got a lot more complicated.
You know what would be confusing is like they're like, oh my God, Zoom and Savitar. I mean, isn't that Barry?
Well, yeah, the Savitar is Barry.
I mean, so like,
but he was a villain, so like
I know.
That's how it's easy to bring it back because they can either just do the CGI model or, hey Barry, can you step into this costume real quick?
No, I get that, but
or
like
Grant Gustin.
Like you can't be afraid of yourself in the future that you defeated, can you?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But I'm interested. So like, do you think their point is like they're gonna go back in time instead? Because like the only thing that made this guy Cicada is that Nora punched the satellite with Barry. So are they going to change little things like that? Like he's going to step on a butterfly or something, and then it's going to change him not being Cicada in the future? Or like, do you think that's the plot?
I have no idea. I think that
like just go back each season until something changes?
I think it's a way to get all the old villains on, and then they'll come up with some cockamamie thing at the end.
Yeah, and part of me feels like
I hope
nothing's
going
to change because I've seen pictures of them filming episode 11, and the only thing
here we go, pictures.
The only thing different is Takada's in a brand new outfit.
Perfect. So they change his clothes,
but
going back to in time.
Yeah, maybe that's all that happens. But I don't know. See, those are out of context, so who knows? I don't know where that's coming from.
No, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see him go back. Like I'm super excited for next week's episode.
Yeah, it should be really good.
Yeah.
Arrow got a little fucked on their 100th episode because it was part of the crossover. It was still cool because they got his mom and dad back and stuff like that. But they had to intertwine it into the crossover, so I felt like
I remember that because I
that.
wasn't caught up at Arrow at the time, so I was like, "What? Who are these people?" That's
Yeah.
his dad? Okay.
But so I'm glad that they kind of switched around stuff this year, and they get to do their own episode towards it with the story and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited.
It'll be cool because then the following week the crossover, right?
Yeah.
So then you go from Reverse Flash to Arrow Flash.
Yeah. But all right, so that's it for this review on Flash. We'll see you guys next week for Arrow and Flash again. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
We should do a video where we break down the trailer.